profession. I like movies that give me a fright. If the subject is horror, I've got to see more, or I won't be contented all night. You may call it my ghoulish obsession. It's a subject on which I get chatty. But the worst one, it seems, haunting all of my dreams, was the cockroach that ate Cincinnati. I've seen ghouls and hobgoblins and witches, and some moth-eaten werewolves with fangs. There were creatures that chattered and others that clattered, and Japanese monsters with bangs. Frankenstein gives me the shakes, and Count Dracula's driving me batty. But they're not on a par with the worst one by far, the cockroach that ate Cincinnati. Oh, he must have needed a seltzer. It's amazing how much he got down. For lunch he just chew up a suburb or two, and for dinner he ate the whole town. Willard just sent me out laughing. I thought Ben looked a little bit ratty. Watch, sorry about that. But they're not half as bad as the worst scare I've had, the cockroach that ate Cincinnati. Oh, my heart nearly stopped, he will never be topped, the cockroach that ate Cincinnati. Ole!
Well, I worked in this place, and there was 3 acts in the bill besides myself. There was a dance team who gave a very poor demonstration of breath control. There was a girl singer who was the worst, you know. This girl singer was so bad. After her first song, the audience asked for a glass of water. Well, one night the boss told her to stop singing while the waiters were serving. She was terrible to look at, to an ugly girl, terrible to look at, you know. All night long, the audience kept yelling, "Up in front!" Then the other act I worked with was a rabies-infected dog act. And I didn't get along with these dogs at all. You know. Very bitter dogs, I mean, they knocked around in show business for years. They couldn't get ahead. Very bitter dogs, you know, bitter dogs. You know. Every night they used to bark at my punchlines, you know. So I remember one night one of the dogs told me that Lassie was just lucky, you know, that type of dogs, you know. You know, the dog told me Lassie got ahead, but not because of her talent. You know. Years ago, Rin Tin Tin, you know. You know, certain acts I don't like because they brush me, you know. Guys like Bing Crosby. Even though you're up there, you can always come down. Once you become a star, you can always fall right down. A typical case is John Wayne. He made cowboy pictures, became a star. Then he stopped making cowboy pictures. He remained a star. But his horse became a nobody. For years now, there's nothing around for the horse. Oh, they give him a stampede here and there, that's about it, you know what I mean? One producer was nice. He remembered the horse from the old days. You know, he gave him a trot-on part. But after this trot-on part, the horse became very sick emotionally, you know. They made him carry a bad guy. And John Wayne, he isn't the nicest guy either, you know. Tells his butler, if the horse calls, I'm not in, you know. Again, I look around ringside, I see nobody I know. I never see my following ringside. They're never here. My following is always in the back against the wall. And when the waiter comes over to them, they're going to shock. No, Rodney said we could stand here. Rodney said we
It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely.
Not for very much longer.
I've got to keep control. I remember doing the time war, drinking those moments when the blackness would hit me and the void would be calling. Let's do the time war again. Let's do the time war again.
It's just a jump to the left.
And then a step to the right.
With your hands on your hips.
You're bringing me in tight. But it's the pelvic thrust. It really does you insane. Let's do the time war again. Let's do the time war again. It's so dreamy. Oh, fantasy free me. So you can't see me. No, not at all. In another dimension, with voyeuristic intention. Well secluded, I see all.
With a bit of a mind flip.
You're into the time slip.
And nothing can ever be the same.
You're spaced out on sensation.
Like you're under sedation.
Let's do the time war again. Let's do the time war again.
Well, I was walking down the street just a having a thing when a stinking big guy gave me an evil wing. He shook me up, he took me by surprise. He had a pickup truck and the devil's eyes. He stared at me and I hope that'll change. Time and nothing ever would again.
Let's do the time war again. Let's do the time war again.
It's just a jump to the left.
Let me step to the right.
With your hands on your hips.
You're bringing it in tight. But it's the pelvic thrust. It really does you insane. Let's do the time war again. Let's do the time war again.
It was a guy who was eating some soup in a restaurant, and his glass eye fell into his bowl, and he mistook it for a large green pea and swallowed it. And he didn't want the doctor to know that he was so stupid he would eat his own glass eye, so he didn't mention it when he went to the doctor's office to get this eye out. He said, well, Doc, I have a little congestion in my tract. He said, see what you can do, Doc. So get up on the table and kneel on all four. So the doctor walked around the back of him, and when the doctor looked up, there was his eye. Doc looked and said, now, look, the first thing you got to do is trust me. I'll tell you about this faith healer. There was an old couple in the front room of their home. And they were rocking. They had their rocking chairs, and they were comfortable because the home was almost paid for. They'd been living there 53 years. $17,000 place. And they were comfortable and content. This faith healer came on the radio. He said, I can heal you tonight. if you in the sound of my voice this evening, I can heal you tonight. If you want to be healed, put one hand on your radio and put one hand on what you want healed. The old lady reached over and put one hand on the radio and put one hand on the old tired heart and kept humming and singing, wade in the water, wade in the water, children. Her husband looked over and said, well, what the hell can I lose? He reached over and put one hand on the radio and sneaked one hand down his lap and said, wade in the water, wade in the water, children. His wife looked over at him. She said, Al, he said he could heal, not raise the dead.
Well, a strange thing happened the other night. You won't believe it, but I swear it's true. Harry, the hairy ape, made his escape from the city zoo. And under cover of darkness, he made his way to the middle of the municipal park and hid in the bushes and waited for somebody to come walking along by himself in the dark. Then along comes somebody not suspecting nothing. Harry jump out the bushes all of a sudden, beat on his chest, jump up and down, and he say, which is Harry Ape talk for, boo, I bet I scared you, ha-ha. Why? Scared that polecat so bad his eyes bugged out, his hair turned white, he run off through the municipal park, screaming and hollering, digging up the lawn, tearing up the shrubbery, knocked down the keep off the grass sign, run through the hurricane fence, fell in the municipal swimming pool and drowned himself. Well, Harry thought this was the funniest thing that he had ever seen. And he laughed, jumped back in the bushes, got ready to do it again. The next guy that come along was the nearsighted local DJ, just bopping down the sidewalk on his way to work with a box of records under his arm that he was gonna play. So here he comes, not suspecting nothing. Harry jumped out the bushes all of a sudden, beat on his chest, jump up and down, and he said, which is Harry Ape talk for smile you on candy camera. Man, that DJ was so nearsighted he thought Harry was a rock and roll singer. So he gave him the old glad hand smile, slapped him on the back, say, don't worry, baby, I'm gonna play the record cause you too cool, too cool, too cool. Then he slid by, bopped on off down the sidewalk. Every 4 or 5 steps he stopped and turned around, do a little boogaloo shing-a-ling. Well, this really shook Harry up. I mean, it blew his whole bit, ruined his whole day. So he run back to his cage fast he could go, jump up on his little swing, put both hands over his eyes and didn't look for 3 hours and 45 minutes. But that's not the end of the story. Here's what happened. Well, the DJ played Harry's record. What record? Shut up, it was a hit and he became a star. Got him some tight britches, got him a manager, went on a promotion tour, combed his hair back and took up playing the guitar. And every Sunday afternoon you can go and see Harry at the zoo. And the girls will scream and he'll sit on his swing and pick and sing his hit record for you. He's free as the breeze, he's always at ease. He lives in the jungle and hangs by his knees as he swings through the trees without a trapeze in his BVD. He's got a union card and he's practicing hard to play the guitar. Gonna be a big star, yeah, he's gonna go far and carry moonbeams home in a jar. He ordered Chet's guitar course, COD, makes A and E, and he's working on B. Digs C and W and R and B, and me and the chimpanzee agree that one day soon he'll be a celebrity. Get it, get it, get it, get it, ow! Guitar's
guitar man. He's all you can stand. Give him a hand, Guitar Zan.
He's got a girl named Jane with no last name, kinda homely and plain, but he loves her just the same, cause she kindles a flame and it drives him insane when he hears her sing. She really does her thing, it's her claim to fame. Come on, sing one, Jane. Well, they got a pet monkey, he likes to get drunky and sing boogie woogie and it sounds real funky. Come on, your time, boy. Sing one, monkey. Here we go. Let's hear it for the monkey. Woo! On Saturday night, they need some excitement. Jane gets right and the monkey gets tight and their voices unite in the pale moonlight and it sounds all right. Yeah, it's dynamite. It's out of sight. Let's hear it right now. They're all you can stand. Give them a hand, Guitar Zan. a real entrance. Here's Bridget, the midget, and her flying feet. The world's one and only go-go tap dancer. Go! Sound never quit. They got what it takes. There ain't no doubt. Strawberry and the shortcakes working on out. Down in my easy chair and I turned on channel 2. A bad gunslinger named Salty Sam was a chasing poor Sweet Sue. He trapped her in the old sawmill and said with an evil laugh, "If you don't give me the deed to your ranch, I'll saw you all in half." And then he grabbed her.
Help! He grabbed me! Help!
He tied her up.
Help! He's tied me up! Help!
He turned on the buzz saw. And then along came John, talking Jones, slow walking Jones, slow talking Jones. Along came long, lean, lanky Jones. Commercial came on, so I got up to fix myself a snack. Now you should have seen what was going on by the time that I got back. Down in the old abandoned mine, Sweet Sue was a-having fits. That villain said, "Give me the deed to your ranch, I'll blow you all to bits." And then he grabbed her.
Help! He grabbed me! Help!
He tied her up.
He tied me up again! Help!
He lit the fuse to the dynamite.
The fuse to the dynamite! Help! Help!
And then along came John, talking Jones, slow walking Jones, slow talking Jones. Along came long, lean, lanky Jones. So bugged I turned it off and turned on another show. But there was the same old shoot 'em up and the same old rodeo. Salty Sam was a-trying to stuff Sweet Sue in a burlap sack. He said, "If you don't give me the deed to your ranch, I'll throw you on the railroad tracks." And then he grabbed her.
Help! He's grabbing me again!
He tied her up.
He'll go again! Tie me up!
He's on the railroad track.
He's throwing me on the railroad!
A train started coming.
Here comes the train! Here comes the train! Help! 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 Wow!
And then along came John, talking Jones, slow walking Jones, slow talking Jones. Along came long, lean, lanky Jones. Along came long, lean, lanky Jones. Along came long, lean, lanky Jones.
we're talking with Oscar Socia.
That's right.
I like that. Right, Raul? I don't even talk about what we're going to talk about yet because I want to talk about our names.
Mm-hmm.
It's to me, it's a tribute just to talk to another Oscar. There's not
You don't get too many to do that, do you?
That's right. There's not many of us.
Right.
And we talked a little earlier, and you were saying your dad's name is Oscar.
My
dad's name is Oscar. We should have an Oscar festival. I think.
How about that?
I think so.
It would be unique.
Well, they got a Bob Day, you know. So
yeah.
We should have an Oscar Day.
That's right.
We'll form it. We'll start it. An Oscar Day.
Okay.
From the makers of Nut and Honey comes a brand new breakfast cereal with a name that'll cause even more problems.
Oh, what are you eating there, Private?
Nut and Homo.
Why, you did it?
Yes, new Nut and Homo. It's just crunchy nuts and grade A homogenized milk.
What are you eating, Lance?
Nut and Homo. Lance, please, not in front of my wife. Nutritious Nut and Homo. New from the makers of Fruit Loops.
Tooling down the highway doing 79. I'm a twin pipe papa and I'm feeling fine. Hey man, dig that. Was that a red stop sign? Transfusion, I'm just a solid mess of contusions. Never, never, never gonna speed again. Slip the blood to me, bud. I jump in my rod about 8:45. I gotta make a date with that chick of mine. I cross the center line, man, you gotta make time. Transfusion, oh man, I got the cotton picking convolutions. I'm never, never, never gonna speed again. Shoot the juice to me, Bruce. My foot's on the throttle and it's made of lead, but I'm a fast riding daddy with a real cool head. I'm a gonna pass a truck on the hill ahead. Transfusion, my red corpuscles are in mass confusion. Never, never, never gonna speed again. Pour the crimson in me, Jimson. I took a little drink and I'm a feeling right. I can fly right over everything in sight. There's a slow poking cat, I'm gonna pass him on the right. Transfusion, I'm a real gone pale face, and that's no illusion. I'm a never, never, never gonna speed again. Pass the claret to me, Barrett. Rolling down the mountain on a rainy day. Oh, when you see me coming, better start to pray. I'm a cutting up the road and I'm the boss all the way. Transfusion, oh doc, pardon me for this crazy intrusion. I'm never, never, never gonna speed again. Pump the fluid in me, Louie. I'm burning up the freeway early this morning. I'm a passing everybody, oh nothing but corn, man, out of my way. I don't drive with my horn. Transfusion, oh nurse, I'm going to make a new resolution. I'm never, never, never gonna speed again. Put a gallon in me, Allen. Oh, barnyard drivers are found in two classes, line crowding hogs and speeding jackasses. So remember to slow down today. Hey, Daddy, make that type O, huh? Attaboy.
I mean, for years, I would write a lot of television, and never would I ever get in front of anybody to do anything. And somehow here, I've changed my mode of operation and find myself in front of people. But I don't know for how long.
I met you. I had to be like almost 4 years ago. First time I met you. And you probably—I'm sure you don't remember, but
I do remember, and
he's trying to erase it from
both
his
of us shouldn't have been at that place.
Yeah, okay, all right, you remember, okay, all right, that's good.
What place were you at?
I don't know.
You don't know? Really, you don't know?
No.
Oh, okay, so.
But now it's interesting.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, what it was I used to run one of the TV station over here, TV 40, and I was in the back there. You were the first guest, I think, on the first show of Annette and Ron Morris, A.M. Muskegon. You remember that?
God, I remember that. I remember the station.
You've been having nightmares since then, right?
Kind of had to sit between a flower and a little thing that said bingo.
Right, that's the place. You remember now.
Yeah, and they had one camera,
Yeah, at that time, yeah.
And
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun back then. I remember that. Yeah. Okay, and so you were like the first guest, and when I saw you on there, it was an excellent show. You did a wonderful job. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
It was a lot of fun. And you were mentioning too about some of the TV shows that you've written in the past.
What are they?
I started out in variety television, writing Tony Orlando and Dawn, and then Mac Davis, and then went on to Welcome Back, Kotter, and
You wrote for Welcome Back, Kotter?
yeah,
How funny.
Yeah.
Close for Comfort and Silver Spoons, a lot of different shows.
Yeah. Okay. So he's.
But you decided to stay here in Muskegon.
Well, when we moved the theater from Traverse City here and went from a small 700-seat theater in the round to this
beautiful
large Brownthal, that we felt that we had to spend more time and try and take the time to build success, and hopefully we're on our way. It's been a little rocky, but things get better and better.
Well, I think right now is a good time because I think things are really turning around. I think things are going to go.
I think so.
Nothing but positive from now on.
Yeah, and I think just a lot is happening to Muskegon that makes it, a place where people are all of a sudden thinking about coming and spending a weekend, or, they're discovering the beaches here and everything else.
Not only that, but now people have jobs, so they can actually come and spend some money to come see you guys over there.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
So that always helps things out.
Well, we're working.
That's right. At Saturday morning.
We're actually getting paid, too. Yeah. Yeah.
Remember when you ran away and I got on my knees and begged you not to leave because I'd go berserk? Well, you left me anyhow, and then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And they're coming to take me away, ha-ha, they're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away, ha-ha! You thought it was a joke, and so you laughed. You laughed when I had said that losing you would make me flip my lid. Right? You know you laughed. I heard you laugh. You laughed and laughed, and then you left. But now you know I'm utterly mad. And the cat, and the can, they're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha, ha-ha. To the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away, ha-ha. I cooked your food, I cleaned your house, and this is how you pay me back for all my kind, unselfish, loving deeds. Ha? Well, you just wait, they'll find you yet, and when they do, they'll put you in the ASPCA, you mangy mutt. And they're coming to take me away, ha-ha, they're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away, ha-ha, to the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away, to the funny farm where life
Can you do me one favor?
Sure.
I really always want to call you guys up and ask you this. Will you do a moose call for me?
A moose call? Well, something that's a real poor one, but that's kind of the way they sound when they're coming out of the mud.
Well, it's you call. I'm talking to you on the phone, so I guess that's that's pretty good.
Ladies and gentlemen, all a nice round of applause for our head mother, Jackie Von Stavely at the Playboy Club.
Here I am. I am here. I am here.
ladies on a streetcar was having a little chat when one spied a little bug on the other lady's hat. She reached over to pick it off, but very much to her dismay, oh, she was very embarrassed to hear the other woman say, put it back, put it back, put it back, put it back. Now it don't belong to you, so put it back, put it back. Now be it a bug, beast, or flea, it don't belong to you, it belongs to me. And by the time that I count to 3, put it back, put it back. Two men had a jewelry store, and as they do each year, one went on his vacation while the other one stayed here. Now the one that was here called up the one that was away and said, man, I've got misery. Don't you know somebody broke into the store last night and stole all our jewelry? There was a moment's silence, and then sooner than it seemed, from way down in Florida, you could hear his partner scream, put it back, put it back, put it back, put it back, put it back. That don't belong to you, so put it back, put it back. Now I trusted you alone. Now you try to bug me on the phone. Man, before I get back home, put it back, put it back. Last Sunday morning, Reverend Jones was busy fighting sin. From way back in the congregation came an awful din. A great big burly deacon had a brother down in the aisle, and above the din of battle, you could hear that deacon growl, put it back. Put it back. Go ahead now, put it back. Put it back. Now it don't belong to you, so put it back. Put it back. Now when I'm passing that plate about, I want you to put something in, don't you take nothing out. And before I bust you in your mouth, put it back. Put it back. Now why not put it back? Man, drop that money, you thieving rascal, you. Thank you. Thank you, darling. Thank you so much. You are now, for the benefit of you all that don't know Mom, the name is Mom, the mother of the bunnies. Might not be so good when I start, but when I finish, you'll be glad. You know one thing, children? Now, I don't want any question about my children. I'm the mother of all the bunnies. Got a few Peter Rabbits around, too. I just had a new batch in last week. And I'm putting some more down into other playboys all over the country. All over the country we're going to have bunnies. I'm getting pretty old, but I'll try to do the best I can to supply them. And the name is Mom. M-O-M frontwards, M-O-M backwards, upside down, W-O-W. Wow. Don't let my looks deceive you. I've been where the wild goose went. And my slogan is, if it don't fit, don't force it. In other words, if you can't make it, don't fake it, let somebody else take it. That's what I'm talking about. Quit it if you can't do nothing with it. If you can do something with it, get it. And I want to thank you children for buying Mom's record. Yeah, first time I ever had any money. I mean, that is a little that I could call my own, you know, a little bit for myself. Because all the people I owe is dead. And I ain't going around digging up none of their relatives, I'm telling you that. I remember when I first got married, my daddy, he should have given us something, because he picked him for me, you know. When he should have married him, you know. But it wasn't them kind of people. When Mom come along, wasn't none of them things, you know. See, we had twin beds. My daddy gave us twin beds, and my aunt gave us a nice, brand new, pretty oriental throw rug to go between the beds. I was married to that man 14 years. And that rug was just as new. I went and got a whole lot of song titles like you children, you know, on them song sheets and song books. And I mixed them up with some commercials like you hear on the air. And if you children listen to the song titles and the commercials, you'll know the story of the two old maids. Luther, Unchained Melody, the old maids. Now, they wasn't quite that pretty. Two old maids was laying in... Is that my key, Luther? This piano must be out of tune, or I'm out of whack one. Two old maids was laying in bed. One looked over... One looked over to the other one and said... I'm going to love you like nobody's loved you. Come rain or come shine. Two old maids laying in bed. One looked over to the other one and said, this is my first affair, so please be kind. Keep up with me, Luther. Rest, Joseph. Two old maids was laying in bed. About 1 o'clock, I heard one of them say, I know a safe nice place where we can go and hide our face, and then we won't have to be disgraced. It's Hernandez Hideaway, ole, today. Two old maids was laying in bed. About 2 o'clock, I heard one of them say, a tisket, a tasket, take your hands off my face. Two old maids was laying in bed. About 3 o'clock, I heard one of them say, starting with the ABC of it, right down to the XYZ of it. Help me solve the mystery of it. Teach me tonight. Two old maids was laying in bed. About 3:30, I heard one of them said, now I'm going to be frank with you. She said, no, you was frank last night. I'm going to be frank tonight. Two old maids was laying in bed. About 4 o'clock, I heard one of them say, now you blow through here, and the music goes down and round, oh, oh, oh. Two old maids was laying in bed. About 4:30, I heard one of them say, brush your teeth with Colgate. Colgate's dental cream and clean your breath. Water toothpaste. Sure, Colgate. Colgate toothpaste. And if I don't hear from Colgate, Dr. Lyons will get it. Two old maids was laying in bed. About 5 o'clock, I heard one of them say, Marie, the dawn is breaking. Two maids are still in bed. About 6 o'clock, I heard one of them said, and if that isn't love, it will have to do until the real thing comes along. I say, that's the story of the two old men. Yes, yes. Thank you.
Anybody here that we should talk about? Anybody else from out of town celebrating something we should know about? You have people from out of town? Oh, birthday. Your birthday, dear. What is your name, dear? Josephine Palatowicz. Palatowicz? Palatowschitz? I like my way, Palatowschitz. That's a better name. But anyhow, you with a white sock, Stash. Did you meet your neighbor, Palatowschitz, over here? It's your birthday, dear? How old are you tonight? 19, isn't that wonderful? Let's give the old bag a nice round of applause, shall we, for 19 years old? Oh, my God, 19. Oh, you're about the tiredest looking 19-year-old I've seen in a long time. And her husband's sitting there back going, yeah. Aren't you taking the pills? I don't know what it is. No, man, you gotta take the pills. You women got it. We ain't got nothing. What the hell have us guys got? Let's face it, we reach the age where it's like trying to put a marshmallow in a piggy bank. Everything's for the woman to be young again. What the hell about us guys? I like that TV commercial, you know, where the woman walks in and says, my God, Mildred, there's a white dove in your kitchen. I'm waiting for the day when Mildred turns around and says, yeah, you should see what I got in the bedroom. A big-ass, bald-headed eagle. He ain't going to work till I give him some goodies. I don't blame you girls for getting shook up. There is a white dove in your kitchen, pooping all over the place. And you go to the potty, you pull down your panties, you sit down, here comes a white tornado. You're afraid to open up your washing machine, there's a giant hiding in the damn washing machine. He grabs you by the flungerdungers, pulls you down, shoves you to the agitator, pushes you out fluff drive, and cuts off your flungerdungers. We'll have a drink. We'll raise our glass on high. And God made little boys, made them out of string. He had a wee bit left over, so he hung a little thing. When God made little girls, made them out of lace. He didn't have enough, so he left a little space. Thank God. Like I said to my doctor, I have a marvelous doctor. Oh, here in Detroit, he's a hemorrhoid specialist. You should meet his brother, Dr. Thunderball. That's another disease. Oh, wait a second. When there's all hope gone, they send you to Dr. No, who says, forget it, drill holes in it and join a band. But anyhow. No, when I'm telling you, you got to know. When we're talking about bomb out of your minds, the husbands get drunk, so wives get drunk. I know this couple got back from the cocktail party. Man, he's gassed. She says, I hope you're satisfied, you miserable drunk. At your boss's party, you goosed every woman there you didn't know. You threw up all over the place. You told your boss to drop dead, go to hell, kiss off, and he fired you. And he's still drunk. He says, yeah, well, you know what he can do. She says, I did that. You go back to work Monday.
Let's get together and give a big playhouse welcome for Mr. Marv Welsh. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Marv Welsh.
Thank you. What do you say we turn around and get a boys in a band? Stand up there, band. Don't move. Just stay like you are. Just give him a nice round of applause. He's been playing music. I want you fellas to know. This is the guy on the guitar here. You've heard Eddie Peabody when he plays. This is Eddie Playbody when he pees. And the guy in the drums smiles all the time because his zipper's caught in the cymbal. And the guy with the biggest organ in the room, that's him, is very popular here. In fact, they named a special room after you, didn't they, John? And, of course, the numbnuts were here with that wild-looking hairdo. There he goes, Daniel Boomin Inkachek. But anyhow, and this guy here with a trombone used to work for Tom McCann. Remember that? He blew the shoehorn. I always say, this is a hell of a band. We heard you play, and I want to thank you all for making us deaf. Jeez. Ain't nobody here in the room who can hear anything. Isn't that a hell of a thing? Black suit and white socks. My God, here he is. I thought the Bible boat stopped running. Hey, Stash, you're here. But anyhow. Don't feel bad. We won't believe us. We had a guy in there last week with a black suit on and light blue socks, not even dark blue. I mean, real light powder blue. Oh, it was just too much. And, and he was talking to me, he talked in Polish. But this is, I knew one I couldn't even spell and spent a whole night in a warehouse. But this is, couldn't spell, spent a whole night in a warehouse. Get that, sir? Wash up, get your check, and get the hell out of here. You're sitting too close to me. I knew a guy that drank, man. It didn't bother him. This guy drank like morning, noon, and night. Finally died, but not from booze. Everybody says, no, he died from the flu. They took him to the hospital, and the nurse gave him an alcoholic rub, and he broke his neck trying to lick his back. Which, could cause it. But everybody always says, what the hell are you doing over here, Mark? What are you doing over here? I've worked over in different countries like so much, and I've been over in Canada so long, and I'm over here in the fair city of Detroit, and of course, the Canadian women, they're nice. I like Canadian women, but let's face it, the American women, man, you got to hand it to them. This is a thing that you got to hand it to them. The American women, I'll open my zipper, maybe that'll break you up. But anyhow. But this is the thing. What's the matter? You and her had a fight. You ain't going to get no goodies. Now you're madder than me, eh? All right. No, I'm only kidding. Is this your wife or are you on a business trip? Now that we're picking on one or picking on the other, like my kid got flunked his spelling test the other day. I said, what the hell word did you miss? He said, posse. There's no wonder you missed it. You can't pronounce it. Oh, you finally laughed or you have gas. And we got one of a boss. Actually, he's part Jewish and part Japanese. And every December the 7th, he attacks Pearl Schwartz. I don't care. Some people got them made, some people never got them made. Like last Christmas, I had to buy my little girl a Chatty Cathy doll. Have you seen the Chatty Cathy doll? You pull the string and it doesn't shut up for an hour. And they got another doll now. It's a little beatnik doll with a little beard, dark glasses, sucks on little weenies, and you pull this little string and it says, shut up, drop dead, kiss off, I protest. Shut up, drop dead, kiss off, I protest. And there's a little string in back of you, pull that string and it runs over and rapes Chatty Cathy. You should see that killer damn doll. Perfect for this day and age. Isn't that cute little doll, They got another doll, you have rubber tummy, and she blows in your ear, and she's 19 years old, and I got one. If the old lady finds out, I'm in a hell of a lot of trouble, buddy boy. But this is Saturday night. I know Saturday night, no matter what it is, no matter what club you work. Saturday night, the weekends, that's when you guys bring your wives out. No, I can tell. During the week, you get a lot of men in the bar. But on Saturday night, you get the couples. Because after you don't have to go to work tomorrow morning, and you're figuring to take the wife out tonight, get her boozed up, and get some goodies. Get her all stoned and she'll be woo. And you're sitting here. I watch these guys just in there pouring the booze down there. Have another one here. Keep going, baby. Fine, I've seen guys here, they ain't drinking fast enough, so they grab a funnel and shove it down their throat and they're still pouring it, And you know what happens? He walks out stoned. The old man is gassed. And the old lady walks out just like she came in, Dracula, madder than hell, Man, that booze didn't do nothing. Then you get home, and you're laying in bed under the sheets, and man, the room is spinning, and now the booze hit her, and she's in the bathroom bathing in perfume, getting her body ready for you. And you know what alcohol does to your sex life, man? Nothing. You can't even lay under the sheets and make tents. You can't believe that you can still be breathing and anything looks so damn dead, You only had a friend right now because he's getting ready. So you lay there with a bottle of Pepsi-Cola pouring it all over yourself and singing, come alive. Would you put your panties on, sir? People are talking about your dirty white socks. But my wife's so dumb, she thinks grape nuts is a social disease. Refuses to eat them, which just bugs me. I got so damn mad at her today, I said, if you don't shut up, and I mean shut up now, I'm going to run through the whole neighborhood, I'm going to holler, I had you before we were married. She said, you go ahead, Jocko, because I'll be right back, you hollering you weren't the only one. Now you have your hands in your pockets, feeling cocky. Honestly, God. Wearing white socks, he got his hand. Look at the color of your shoes. You stepping something? But this is the thing that you're just in a hell of a mess tonight. But anyhow, you're going to die from something. I don't know. I knew a guy who had cholesterol, real bad. Doctor says, you got to cut out all the dairy products. No milk, no cream, no butter, no whipping cream, no cheese, none of the goodies. No more dairy products. You're going to die from cholesterol. And he cut out all the dairy products. He still died. Got knocked on his ass by a dairy truck crossing the expressway. What the hell I opened up with that one? But anyhow, there's a good crowd here tonight. I saw a kid the other day, could have been 4 years old, smoking a cigar. I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm smoking a cigar. I said, my God. He said, that's nothing. I had a woman when I was 4. I said, how was she? He said, I don't know. I was drunk at the time. When this priest came over, he says, young man, You know, the priest saw the kid smoking a cigar. He's a young man. And the kid looks up and says, "Hey, mister, how come you're wearing your collar backwards?" The priest, "I happen to be a father." "Oh," the kid says, "you got any children?" The priest, "I have hundreds of children." The kid says, "You better wear your pants backwards, old man." Wait, I mean, kids, you don't wear, like, they will say with you women, "I'm not knocking you women, you gorgeous creatures. Everybody digs a gal, no matter how you are. The first tight date I ever had, I'll never forget as long as I live. I took this gal out to the drive-in theater. My very first date. Went to the drive-in theater, you know, and we parked the car, turned out the lights, necking and playing with each other, having a hell of a time. The cop came over and he's pounding on my hood. I said, "What do you want, officer?" He says, "What are you doing?" I said, "We're watching a movie." He said, "The hell you are, you're in a used car lot." All right, we're going to worry about girls, and you girls got everything going for you. Let's face it, you women driving us guys out of our minds. Really, all you women do nowadays, you all talk how sexy you are. Let's face it, if you girls were as sexy as you claim to be, we'd all be on Medicare. You ever notice before you get married, and we got a guy here tonight getting married, Tom Taylor, he's getting married. Tom Taylor, and how long you been going with the girl, Tom? 8 months. Well, what can I tell you, too, that you haven't been doing over and over and over again? What can I tell you? I mean, is everything been all right, Tom? I mean, everything's been okay for the 8 months? What do you want to louse it up for, numbnuts? I'm going to tell you, I hope you got a lot, buddy boy, because that's all you're going to get from now on. And I'm going to warn you right now, don't admit to her after you're married that you like it, because then it's too good for you. You ain't going to get no more. Oh, yeah, I don't know what it is. Before you marry a man, they're sex maniacs. And when you get married, they're holier than thou. You ever notice all of a sudden you're dirty? And what bugs me is she taught you everything you now know. You know, and now you're supposed to take it. Oh, yo, Tom. No, Tom. What can I tell you? You're going to take her to Niagara Falls for a second big disappointment? No. We had a honeymoon couple here the other night. Just got back from the honeymoon. They were so excited. I said to her, I said, "What'd you have for your honeymoon breakfast?" She said, "Him and eggs." It was a ridiculous marriage. It'll never work. The guy's too damn tall. My God, he's 7'7". She's about 6 foot tall. No, he's 7'7". She's about 4 foot tall. Very small girl next to him. Very small. And I said to the guy, "You're nuts. What the hell you marry a small girl like that? How are you getting on?" He said, "I get on all right, but I don't have anybody to talk to." I said, "It must be rough." He said, "How'd you like to neck with a foam rubber pillow half the night?" I said, "I do that every night, but I call them falsies." Oh, numbnuts, Tom, you're gonna learn. Oh, you idiot. You're smoking pretty heavy. Don't you ever inhale? What the hell are you smoking? Use death certificates? When the hell do they put LSD in paper form? Wild, 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 man. Nowadays, it's wild. I don't care what the hell it is. People talking about this Frugan going on, and there's the Watusi and the Jerk, and the whole thing. I saw a teenage kid the other day beat up something awful. It seemed he was in the living room with his girlfriend, and him and her are doing a Watusi, you know, and they're dancing and they're humping and thumping, you know, and her father walks in. He's deaf and he can't hear music. He beat the hell out of that kid, Daddy. And we went out to one of these all-night hamburger joints. You seen these all-night hamburger joints? They got the, you know, the hillbilly waitress out there with a dirty hair hanging down in ringlets, you know, and dirty greasy apron on, and, you know, and she's sucking on a cigarette, you know, and standing there and she's scratching herself, you know, and I said to her real polite, like I said, "Hemorrhoids is just what's on the menu, smart guy. Don't order nothing special. What the hell?" And then Louis, he ordered 2 hamburgers, you know. And they make them up in little balls, you know. So she gets the 2 hamburgers out of the refrigerator and takes one hamburger, puts it in her armpit and goes, "Yuck." Takes the other hamburger, puts it in her armpit and goes, "Whack." I said, "What the hell are you doing?" She said, "I'm making the hamburgers." I says, "Forget my hot dog." I don't care who you are. And I'm not talking against the younger generation who is very sharp nowadays. You don't bug kids anymore, you know. Do they read great books? Do they see great movies? No. When we were kids, we read stories like Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn, Peter Pan and Captain Hook. Remember that dirty Captain Hook and Peter Pan? Remember how he died? Wiped himself with the wrong hand? See, he had a claw, sir. I mean, an iron claw in his hand. You know, God almighty. Well, I'm going to have to get on the blackboard and give you chalk talks. But anyhow, that's our bartender. He's a Greek. Honest to God, comes from the northern part of Greece, Poland. What he says, you can't get no farther north than that, boy. When they tell, no, he's a good bartender. I mean, I'm not knocking bartenders. Bartenders go, you know. And he never says anything. He never says, he's quiet. Every night we walk out, we say, good night, Sam. He never says a word. We say, good night, Sam. He never says a word. The other night he walked out and the boss said, good night, Sam. He didn't say anything. The boss hit him right in the mouth. And $22 worth of quarters fell out. Everybody in the whole room will drink. Right? Up in the bedroom, I heard a scream. Who put the Tabasco sauce and the Vaseline? Now, aren't you glad you're sitting in front? Oh, we're going to be friends. But anyhow, you and I, the war's over. You can get price for your head. Huh? And there's the Playhouse, not the Playboy. I bought my key to the Playboy, you know, and I said to the guy, you know, for $25, do I get, you know, one of the bunnies, you know? He said, oh, the bunny will serve you your drinks. I said, no, you don't seem to understand. For $25, buddy, I mean, can I get a bunny, you know, and do a little, he said, well, she'll serve you your food and play billiards with you. I said, you don't seem to get the message, buddy. For $25, do I get it? He said, no, you got that when you bought the key. Oh, I'll have one more toast, and then we'll put our drinks down. We were drinking the tailor's daughter, and the only thing you ever made that fit me. We don't really have topless go-go girls here, not like they have in California. Out, they're naked. There's no question about it. From the waist up, they are naked. And I saw them, and don't think that's a hell of a shock, boy. Buddy, boy, you better believe when you sit down at the table, you know, and you turn around, there's these flungerdungers right in your eyeballs, you know. You know, she says, what would you like, sir? You know, yeah, that's a hell of a thing. You lift up a girl's flungerdung off your Manhattan glass to see the cherry still in it, you know. She says, sir, I'm asking, what would you like? Give me a piece of beer. No, I mean, give me a shot of boobs. An angel's tip. What the hell? We're talking about these toppers, and they got them, boy. One of those girls had the nerve, they say, to walk into a church exposed like that, and the priest says, you can't walk in there exposed like that. She says, I can too, I have a divine right. He said, I think you have a heavenly left, but you can't walk in here like that, you know. Which is not saying against anybody's religion, you know. I pick on everybody. I pick on the Jewish religion, if I pick on the Catholic religion, same thing, which is a marvelous religion. Let's face it, who's progressing the most? The Catholics, right? They're changing more rules, and that's rough for a church like that. It's been steeped with tradition. Like they allow meat on Friday. That's a big move for them people. The only thing they haven't changed yet is the birth control pills, which is coming about. Of course, let's face it, there's a lot of Catholic women taking birth control pills. For their rheumatism, of course. And I don't blame them. Who the hell wants a pregnant elbow? You know. You know, maybe the poor girl gives birth to a thumb. You know, you don't know. And with her luck is deformed, no nail and a half a cuticle. But this could be a thing. Not that we're talking about, I mean, you talk about everybody. I mean, you know, what the heck, we're just the South. Now, the South don't dig us. You get down deep South, man, they don't dig us Yankees. Oh, I didn't think we butted our nose in too damn much. I got pulled over in Biloxi, Mississippi, and a great big hillbilly cop walked over. Well, he was a Jewish cop. Well, no, I figured he was, because he had 6 points on his star, you know. And, he had a bagel on the string, was playing with it like a yo-yo. He says, you damn Yankees come down here, you think you know everything. You try to push us Southern folks around, you think you're smart, buddy, well, I'm going to teach you a lesson. I'm going to give you a ticket, smart Yankee boy with your college degrees. And he grabs his book of tickets and he handed it to me. He said, now, you write what I tell you. Oh, a guy said to me the other night, hey, Marv, did you ever smell mothballs? I said, hell yeah. I said, how'd you ever get their legs apart? I mean, these things are just going on. We got a face like two gals walked in here last night. The bartender said, what would you girls like to have? They said, well, I'd have a couple of small slits. She says, I'll bet you would. That's why I warn you girls, don't use Vaseline. Your windows will drop out. Oh, I use Vaseline all the time I have sex. Oh, we have little kids. I put the Vaseline in the doorknobs. Hey, Ma, Pa, what are you doing? Ma, I can't get in, man. Hell, a Vaseline in the doorknob, that works better than any damn key. There isn't a married couple here that can tell me they ain't been caught by your kids one time or another. Now, let's be honest. You married people know that one time or another Junior walked in. And he walked in on us. He said, Daddy, what are you doing to Mommy? I said, she had a fit and I'm reviving her. I got home that night, I said, hi, little buddy, what happened? He said, boy, after you left today, Mama had another fit and the milkman revived her. And the numbnut still gave me a bill. But this is I mean, nothing goes right. Some people are lucky, some people are never lucky. I knew a guy who was so damn unlucky. When he was a kid, I was a guy who was put up for adoption by his foster parents. You know who took him in? A Korean family. Oh, you don't get that unlucky. I mean, I don't care who the hell you are. You know, some people are lucky. I'm unlucky, really. I buy artificial flowers. They die. I don't know what the hell it is. Really, it could be snowing naked women right now. I'd run out and get a lesbian. I don't know. You know. It's like the two queers got on the Greyhound bus and they're singing, "Leave the driver to us." But this is the thing which is not saying, you know, anything against queers or anything. You gotta watch what you're gonna talk about nowadays. People talk about everything. I'm a nervous wreck. You're a nervous wreck. Just like the other night, my boss and I, who's, like I said, is Italian, he's a wonderful guy. He's part Jewish and part Italian. He really is. And he had a real problem buying this place. As being part Jewish and part Italian, he didn't know whether he should buy it or rob it.
Muskegon Harbor's got a rusty clipper. It's a bucket of bolts we can plainly see. The bell's been stolen, the locks are busted now. What makes you think of this as a good start? Muskegon Harbor's got a rusty clipper. A bucket of bolts we can plainly see. The paint is chipping, it's lost its luster now. What makes you think of this as a good start? Muskegon Harbor's got a rusty clipper. A bag of bolts we can plainly see. Rusting away is gonna fall apart. Who's gonna pay for this big brain fart? Muskegon Harbor's got a rusty clipper. Muskegon Harbor's got a rusty clipper. Muskegon Harbor's got a rusty clipper. Muskegon Harbor, you've got a rusty clipper.